Hello guys, welcome you all for the session of AML end-to-end session where we're gonna have a year-long session where we gonna you guys gonna learn what are the things that you guys need in order to become a successful data scientist. So today we're gonna see the day two of R programming. In the previous day, you have we have learned a fundamental of what is R programming. So please make sure that you guys have understand that session. If you guys have any doubts, just put it in the comment. We are here to help you. And yeah, today we're gonna jump into the day two of our programming, and let's see. I'm very enthusiastic to do this thing because like it is quite different. Because like today we're gonna see data structures in R. So yeah, guys, like just jump into the section. Okay. So data structures in R. I think we have already mentioned what is data structure, right? Data structure is how we gonna store the data, not limited to that. How we gonna access the data, that is a major thing. We can store the data like in some form, but we need to store the data in a manner that it can be easily accessible. Okay, so that is why we need data structures in R. Okay, like we need data structure, so R as a data structure. We'll put it this way. Okay, so first data structure what we're gonna learn means we're gonna learn vectors and list. Okay, how to create a vector. So I think in the previous session you guys can see, right? C of within the circle bracket we need to give 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, this is what a vector, we are having vector and we are just printing. Okay, and guys listen here, in Python the indexing start from 0, but in R the indexing is 1. If I need to access this element I need to say 1. In order to access this element I need to say 2, 3, 4, 5. Guys, make sure you guys understand this. In Python the indexing starts from 0. In R the indexing starts from 1. So in order to access the second element I need to give the variable name b, and then I need to give 2. 2 means that it is going to access the second index. It going to return 2. Okay, in order to get the value from 1 to 3 what I need to do means 1 2 t 2 2 3. Okay, you guys see here v of 1 to 3, what means there is not something called as -1 at the last. No, 1 to 3 means it's gonna return all the values from 1 to 3. So what's the first index? 1 2 3. It's gonna return all the 3. So we are having 1 to 3. Guys, I hope you guys have understand this. So this is how the vectors works. Okay, in R this is how the vectors work. Next, we are having similarly we are having list in R. Okay, so this is something different than Python. Just leave Python. Now we're gonna see what is list in R. See here, we need to mention a keyword called as list, and we need to go for a circle bracket. Within the circle bracket, we are having, see here, name is John, age is 25, and they are having score. Okay, within the score we are having vector. See here, we are having vector of 3 values. So it is like a list where we are having age, name, a string value, age, an integer value, and then score. Within that we are having a vector value, and then I'm just printing it. See guys, when I'm printing it we are having age, it's sorry, name John, age is 25, and score we are having 3 different scores. Now in order to access the element, guys, I think this is similar to dictionary in Python, right? We are having list and we are giving the dollar symbol, and we are mentioning name. So we are giving dollar symbol, we are mentioning name, so it's gonna return John, right? It is written in John. Now, in order to access the score, what I'm going to do means list dollar symbol score, and within the if you put score means everything will be returned, right? If I need second value means I need to put 2, so I'm getting 88. Okay, so I hope you guys have understand. So this is what vectors and list in R. Yes sir, over to you.
Yeah. Again, data structures, guys, again, data structures, how we store data into the software or the computers. So this is the same concept. Suppose when you learn computer science, so same thing is there. When we build a software operating system, we use data structures. Same way, when we are creating, suppose R here. So when you are building projects, again, we have data structures, and it's a data structures. You can say if you understand data structures deeply, you have understood 90% of computer science and the programming. It's see, it's all about time complexity, time and space complexity. If you understand that, you will build a world-class optimizing application, software, or any project. That will come from basics of computer science, programming, and concepts. and majorly data structures. So if your concept is clear about data structures, so how to store data into computer program or anywhere in computer science, so you need to understand data structures very deeply. Okay, here in the R especially, now I'm coming to R. So here we create, suppose list, we use vectors, create a vector. So instead of list we say vector, that's it. There is no nothing, just a name. Okay, otherwise it's a list, the same concept of what we learn in Python. Okay, or in normal computer science, when you learn data structures, you learn lists. Okay, so same way, same thing, concept will be same. So here we write it in vectors. Okay, creating vector. So v is less than minus c 1 2 3 4 5, print v, then it will print this way. The indexing vectors, you have to write this, and then you get output. So this is how we create list, or you can say, yeah, this is how we create vectors. Okay, for data science. So so it is one of the same thing here, just name is changed. Okay, we call it vector. So same way, creating a list, you write John name, age, score, how much score he got, then you write print first, accessing the list elements. Okay, print first name and the print first score 2. So when we define it, then we get John, age 25, we get 95, 88, 76 is the score he got, and John, and 88. 88 is the, I think, uh, I think it is mean, right, Raja? Or we are
Yeah, actually, like this is the
first score.
result of
Okay,
list. We
okay,
are
we are writing
accessing.
first score.
Yeah,
So what is
yeah. Second. So
88 here? Because is it mean for all
no,
three?
no, sir. Like, okay, we are accessing the element in the list. We are having the name of the list, and we are using the dollar symbol to access the values, and
Okay,
it's
okay,
gonna
okay.
access the score of it
Okay. We are
on the
asking
second
for
row.
second score. I got it.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
second,
So that's
second score. Okay, that is 88. I thought it is okay. So it is 88, and then we go to matrix. Yeah. That, so understand, you need to have a basic fundamental understanding. So everywhere, all languages, 90% they are same. Otherwise, they will have name, fundamental universal principles are same for all languages, guys. So don't get worried, Java, this, that. Little bit difference would be there, and the naming convention, name nomenclature would be little different, and maybe some language have, suppose C will have, C is less evolved, C++ is more evolved, Java is object oriented programming, and that way. But if you see, 80 to 90% these programming languages are same, the fundamental, your, that is why C programming, you need to have a greater hold to understand all languages. That's why C is called mother of all languages. So if you have your fundamentals very strong, so you go one or two times, understand C, and then you come here, you will deeply understand, and then you will find all languages almost similar, little bit difference, 80-20 rule would be there, and naming would be different, but universal principles of computer science will be always same. That's my experience.
yeah. As Cyrus mentioned, if you guys know about C, then it is like a foundation. You can build anything on top of it. So, yeah, guys. So next, we're gonna see the next data structure that we are having, that is matrices and arrays. So how to declare a matrix? It is simple thing, guys. We need to use a keyword called as matrix. Within that, I'm just saying what are the elements we need. It is a range function in Python. 1 to 9 elements. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many rows I need? 3 rows. And how many columns I need? I need 3 columns. When I print the matrix, guys, this is a matrix we are having. Okay, this is a matrix I'm having. Now, how to access the element from max? I need this 4. In order to get this 4, I need to go for 1, 2. M of 1, 2. That is, row is first row, and the column is 2. That is what we are doing here. Next, I need only this column. Okay, the first column. How I need to do? I doesn't need the row. I need all the rows, but I need only the first column. That is why I'm just mentioning one. So it's gonna return this thing. So we are having 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the thing, guys. Okay, this is how the matrix works and how can access the elements from matrix. Now, now the special thing. We are having array and we're gonna see two-dimensional array. Guys, please make notes of it. It will be quite tricky to understand this, but if you guys understand this, it will be great. Okay, in the first go itself. Okay, I'm going to use a keyword called as array, and we are going to have a value from 1 to 12. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and we're going to mention a dimension as 3, 2, 3, 2. Guys, 3 rows, 2 columns, again 3 rows, 2 columns until it ends, because we are having 12 values. See here, first layer we are having one first layer, and then we are having second layer. See here, we are having 1 to 6 in the first layer, and then 7 to 12 in the second layer. We have filled all the elements. You guys see here, we are having 3 rows for both the things. We are having 3 rows and 2 columns for both the things. So this is how the array looks. Okay, it's a two-dimensional array. Guys, please make notes of it. This is something different than others. We are having two different layers for this array. Now, how to access an element, guys? This is quite tricky. Okay, this one, okay, this one, what it is mean we need the row, one row, and if nothing is mentioned, first thing is row, guys. Just see here, first value is row. We need the first row, and if nothing is mentioned, the second thing, that is a column. It is not nothing mentioned, so we need all the columns. We read first row, all the columns, and the final thing is a layer. I need the second layer. So this is the first layer, and this is the second layer. We need the second layer. In the second layer, I need the first row. This is what the first row, 7 comma 10, and I need all the column. I need first column and also second column. So the result is 7 comma 10. Okay, I hope you guys have understand this. Again, I will explain this because it will be quite tricky. In order to just declare an array, we need to mention the keyword array. Within that, we need to provide these values, that 1 to 12, and we are saying that it should be a three-dimensional array with 2 comma 2. Like you can have a 2 columns in both the things. We are creating a 2 layer of array. See here, I'm just fixing the 1 to 12 values, 1 to 6 here, 1 to 12 here, sorry, 7 to 12 here, and we are having row of 1 to 3, 1 to 3, and we are having column 1 to 1 to. Now, in order to access the element, we're gonna access like this. Okay, we're gonna have row. I need first row. If nothing is mentioned in the column, I need all the columns, and second layer. This is second layer. Okay, sorry, this is the second layer, and this is the first row. Wait a minute. This is the first row, and I need all the columns. So 7 comma 10 is the value. Okay, hope you guys understand this. Yeah, so that's it. Yes, sir, over to you.
Yes. So, matrix and arrays. Guys, again, I'll reiterate here. You know what is matrix? Matrix needs to have rows and columns. So you need to, columns are like rows will be horizontal and columns will be always vertical. So you have to understand. A lot of people have confusion that what is row, what is column. So a lot of confusion gets. So row is always like when we were in school. So we were going for prayers and all. We have lines. So always row is always horizontal, and column is always vertical. So you need to understand this concept. Second, you need to have more than like uh, matrix. If it is a single dimension, you can't call it matrix. It should be it should be multi-dimensional or double. It should be it should be having multiple columns, so that then we call it matrix. That is the difference between array and matrix. Now arrays is, again, you can call it arrays which has multi-dimensional arrays are there, and array is which contains single dimension. So it can be single, double, or multi. Okay, so here Creating a matrix is again, you understand, data in column and row, okay? Column and row. So we will write matrix. So one column, nine. So we'll write, so row and row. Suppose three rows and column three. So this is how we define it. Okay. So then print m. M is matrix. Okay. Then we have these matrix here. So you'll one, two, three. Then you have one, two, three. So then you have data. Call a row is horizontal and column is vertical, and then you have this data 1 4 7 2. In row it is 1 4 7 2 5 8 3 6 9. But if you see in column, it is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? So how many uh, columns we have? Three, right? So you can see, uh, then this is the output which we have calculated here. So this is how we uh, represent matrix and arrays in R. Again, the concept of matrix and arrays is same as defined into C language or computer science basics. So it comes from there, and because nobody will change it. So see, certain principles which are already set. If somebody, suppose you build tomorrow a different kind of language which will do data science or AI or whatever, so you also need to follow the same principles of matrix and arrays. You can have different name, you can have shortcuts, you can have some inbuilt library, but fundamentals are always same. So always understand first fundamental concepts, so that you can understand, your understanding will come from there. And then if there is any modification, any upgradation, any next level programming, you will understand that, but your fundamentals should be always clear. Okay. Yes.
Yes, sir. Like about array. So we are having array also one more concept, like two-layer array. Any input on this, sir?
So arrays, when we create array, so as already I mentioned that arrays are single dimension, multi-dimensional, or double or whatever. So it depends. So again here we write in our ARR. Okay. So array, we write it in dimension. I think DIM is dimension, right?
Yes, sir. You are right. Dimension.
So
Yeah.
these
Yes.
are the dimensions of the array, and we'll call it multi-dimension array. Okay, when you have multiple columns and rows in the array, so it will be called as multi-dimension array. So it is dimension of the array, and then we print it, and we get uh, we write print array one comma 2, and then we get see, this is multi-dimensional, see, because
Yeah.
one array is here and the other one is here. So you have the elements, and you're printing that 1 and 2, then you get a different output according to that. So this is how you create array. So you can have any number, it's not specific. We have just defined certain numbers. You can have any, it depends on what kind of data you have. So just to understand the concept, this is how we can create array. Okay.
Yeah, that's great. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, so next we're gonna see something called as data frames and factors. Okay. So this is the next data structure we are having. Yeah. Let's see data frames. Okay. I think the same thing we have seen in Python also. Okay. So in order to declare a data frame, we need to mention this from data frame, and I'm declaring a name. Okay. Name I'm declaring in a vector form. Okay. C. If we start with C, then it's a vector form. We are having John, Jenny, Dewey, and then we are mentioning their age in the same vector, and then we are mentioning their score also. Okay. Now this is the data frame that we are having. See here, guys. This is the data frame we are having. It's like a table for me. Now, in order to add a new column, I need to mention the data frame name, dollar symbol, and I need to mention the column name, which I need to add, that is gender. So what I'm going to do means, within that I'm going to create one more vector, male, female, male, and it's going to add it to the existing database, that is data frame. See here we are having name, age, score only. Now we are having gender column, one more gender column. Okay, this is how we have just clubbed the things which is already existing. Okay, so I think this is what all about data frame. Now we're going to see something called as factors. So factors cannot act as a separate thing, it gonna act on top of data frame. Okay, what I'm gonna do means as dot factor and df of gender. In this gender I'm just applying the factor in this gender column, and I'm just saying data frame of gender, and then I'm just printing this data frame. Guys, see here, we are just printing the same data frame we are having here. Now if I print the level of data frame of gender, it gonna return only the unique value. Values are treated as a categories or levels of the factors. Whenever you print this statement, right? Whenever you print data frame of gender, it gonna return this column. Okay, m f m, that is male, female, male. When I apply a level to it, what happens means it will give only the unique values. Okay, that is female and male. These are the unique values that we are having. Hope you guys have understand this. Okay, so yes sir, over to you.
Yeah, see data frames again. We need to understand what is a data frame. Data frame is like we have to create frames in data. Suppose name, so that's kind of frame we have created. Then age, we have a separate. Then we have score, we have a separate frame. Frames, you know, guys. Frame is a singular. Here we are creating frames. So that is why it's frames, plural. Okay. So then we print it different, we put data into different frames. That's how you can understand. Okay, then adding new columns, so gender m f m. Okay, then we print. So then we have different data frames. You will have name, names are different, separate frame, age is separate, score is separate, and again name is separate, age is separate, then score is separate, and gender. Okay, this is how you have different frames. So this is a very simple thing. So factors, here, so working with factors, so again df gender, you write the inbuilt, you understand this, these are inbuilt functions which you have to use. So here name is one, age, score, and gender. So you have yeah, so you have these are the factors. So what are the factors? So this is how you when you work with factors, so you will see difference in frames and factors. So here the data is in factors. Okay, so the value are treated as categories or level of factor. So you create a category. Factors are nothing, they are just, you are categorizing into different segments that same data. Okay, so when you work with factors, you have different, and when you are creating
Yeah,
frames, they
that's
are
the thing.
different.
We are just
Yeah,
creating a different kind of segments. So that is
segment,
what the thing. Okay.
categories.
So yeah,
So
guys, like this is how the factors work. So yeah. So this is all about guys. So I will give a minute